All right. Players, make sure not to do anything that we could construe as consultation. So obviously talking to your teammates during this is just during a toss-up. So talking during a toss-up to your teammates is consultation, but also looking, signaling, anything like that. Just look straight ahead during the toss-up. All right. Coaches, don't do anything that can be construed as trying to communicate with your players. It's all on them for these 20 questions, and then you get them back, you can talk to them again. Remember that moderators have discretion to make rulings during the rounds. If there's an issue, please direct it to the Certamen chair. She loves to hear from you. Find out who the captain of each team is. Who's the captain of each team? Cool. Do any of the players have a question? Any questions?
Not a question, but I know for some of us, maybe the first time, a little bit nervous, don't bend the cords, okay? Some of us having knots for a second, they're expensive.
Any other questions? All right. So this is 2023 NJCL Certamen Novice Division Round 1, correct? Everyone's novice, everyone's played 0 rounds so far, and it's 2023. Cool. I have to check. Don't want to read the 2024 questions by accident. All right. So, everybody, let's take a deep breath. And let's begin, because we got the go-ahead while we were doing that. So, toss-up number 1 for all teams. As seen in many aqueducts, amphitheaters, and triumphal monuments, what type of architectural...
C2? Classical?
Sorry, classical is not correct.
Clear?
As seen in many aqueducts, amphitheaters, and triumphal monuments, what type of architectural structure did...
A2?
Arches?
Arches is correct. Did Roman engineers use to distribute the weight of stone blocks into the ground along its curvature? It's arches. For Team A, bonus 1. What architectural structure used in the Pantheon combines the principle of an arch with a circular base?
A dome.
A dome is correct. Bonus 2. What material, made of a binding agent, aggregate, and water, which was cast in a mold, made the construction of arches and domes easier than using individual stones?
Concrete.
Concrete is correct. We could have also taken concretum or opus caementitium, but not cement, which is a different thing. 20 points for Team A on toss-up number 1. Toss-up 2 for all teams. What figure in Roman history was given imperium maius quam proconsulare and later received the title of pater patriae?
A3?
Cicero.
Sorry, Cicero's not correct?
Clear?
All right. What figure in Roman history was given imperium maius quam proconsulare?
B3?
Romulus.
Sorry, Romulus is not correct.
Clear?
I will complete the question for Team C. What figure in Roman history was given imperium maius quam proconsulare and later received the title of pater patriae in 2 BC during his reign as Rome's first emperor?
C1.
Augustus.
Augustus is correct. Bonus 1 for Team C. Okay. Bonus 1 for Team C. According to Suetonius, what successor of Augustus refused the title of pater patriae?
Tiberius?
Tiberius is correct. And bonus 2. What final member of the Julio-Claudian dynasty and 5th emperor of Rome initially rejected the title of pater patriae on account of his youth, but later accepted it?
Nero?
Nero is correct. That is 20 points for Team C on toss-up 2. Toss-up 3 for all teams. Using the verb narrow, give the verb form, which you would need to say the following sentence in Latin. Y'all were telling the story.
B2.
Narabatis.
I'm sorry, narrabant is not correct.
C2.
Narbatis.
Narrabatis is correct. I'm sorry, once you finish a word,
Yeah,
actually.
I know.
Okay. Narrabatis is correct for Team C, bonus 1. Now give the form of narrow, you would need to say this sentence in Latin. Will we tell the next story?
So future, first plural future.
Answer, please.
Narabimus.
Narabimus is correct. And bonus 2, now give the form of narrow, you would need to say this sentence in Latin. When had they told that story before?
Had they told, so pluperfect. They, so third plural pluperfect. It's like errant.
Answer, please.
Narawierant.
Sorry, Narawerant is not correct. It's just Narawerant with no I. So that's 15 points for Team C on toss-up 3. Toss-up 4 for all teams. Quid anglice significat nomen?
C2.
Name.
Bonus 1 for Team C. Quid anglice significat canis?
Dog.
Dog is correct. Bonus 2. Quid anglice significat vox?
Voice.
Voice is correct. That's 20 points for Team C on toss-up 4. Toss-up 5 for all teams. Who murdered Murmurus and Pheres, her own children, since her husband Jason...
C2.
Medea.
Medea is correct. Since her husband Jason planned to divorce her, even though she helped him steal the golden fleece from her father Aeetes. Bonus 1 for Team C. After she committed this crime, Aegeus offered Medea sanctuary in what Greek city?
Athens.
Athens is correct. And bonus 2, what son of Aegeus did Medea attempt to poison during her time in Athens?
Theseus.
Theseus is correct. 20 points for Team C on toss-up 5. And after 5, let's check the score.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Team A has 20 points, Team B has yet to score, and Team C has 75 points.
Toss-up 6. Get out your compass. What specific direction would you go if you were traveling from Achaia to Caledonia, or from Greece to Scotland?
C2.
North. West.
Northwest is correct. Bonus 1. On the way to Caledonia, you stop in the city of Lutetia. What modern country are you in?
I did want to know. Lutetia. I feel like it's Greece. But no, Greece doesn't. Okay. France.
France is correct.
Yes, sir.
Bonus 2. What is the Latin name attributed to Tacitus most commonly used for Ireland, though it's unlikely the Romans ever had any substantial presence there?
Hibernia.
Hibernia is correct. That is 20 points for Team C on toss-up 6. Toss-up 7 for all teams. What man, having been raised by Faustulus...
C2.
Romulus.
Romulus is correct. By Faustulus and Laurentia, helped restore the rightful ruler of Alba Longa and was later the first king of Rome. Get that out. You get the visual!
Yeah. I took a bit.
Let's hand it to them.
Face down.
We're gonna have 5 seconds.
Face down.
No, face up is fine. You now have 5 seconds to inspect the visual.
This is This is Two True Force. This is
Bonus 1. What Roman commander is the subject of meme B, which describes his surprisingly poor experience in the Teutoburg Forest?
This is like Gaius Varus, give me back my legions, right? Gaius Varus?
Sorry, I could have taken just Varus, but his nomen isn't Gaius, it's Publius. So I can't take that one. Bonus 2. What 3rd century emperor is bringing the uncomfortable vibes and the black stone in meme A?
Elgabalus?
Elagabalus is correct. That's 15 points for Team C on toss-up 7.
Microphone here.
Oh, yeah. Should I be using it?
You just turning it off.
It's not much of it.
We get to see the.
Oh yeah, will you hold it up?
So we can ooh and ah.
Ah.
You can mute the mic, the little black box, there's a button, there's a microphone, and
Y'all can hear me in the back, right? Okay, then let's not mess with technology. Toss up 8. All teams are eligible. After Hephaestus split Zeus's head with an axe.
B3.
Athena.
Athena's correct. After Hephaestus split Zeus's head with an axe, what goddess emerged fully formed as the master of wisdom and strategy in war? It's Athena. Bonus 1 for Team B. Who was Athena's mother, the titaness of prudence, and the first wife of Zeus?
Metis, final answer.
Metis is correct. Bonus 2. In order to prevent Metis from giving birth to a son more powerful than himself, Zeus swallowed Metis while she was assuming the form of what creature?
Fly.
Fly is correct. That's 20 points for Team B on toss-up 8. Toss-up 9 for all teams. For the sentence, the pirates are attacking, say in Latin, the
B2.
Piratai.
Piratai is correct. Perfect. Bonus 1 for Team B. For the sentence, I gave my money to the pirate, say in Latin, to the pirate.
Yeah. So Piratai.
Yeah.
Piratai, final answer.
Piratai is correct. And bonus 2, for the sentence, we ran away from the pirates. Say the Latin prepositional phrase needed for from the pirates.
Yes. Ob Piratis.
Obpirates is correct. That is 20 points for Team B on toss-up 9. Toss-up 10 for all teams. From what Latin noun do we derive the English word amicable?
B2.
Amicus.
Amicus is correct. Bonus 1 for Team B. From what Latin verb with what meaning do we derive the English word dictate?
Dico. Final answer.
Is that your complete answer?
No.
Dico.
To say.
To say. Final answer.
Dico to say is correct. That's the new prompt. Bonus 2. From what Latin adjective with what meaning do we derive the English word liberate?
I'm pretty sure it's very similar.
I don't know what it
Answer please.
Liber meaning free.
Liber meaning free is correct. 20 points for Team B on toss-up 10, and after 10, let's check the score.
After 10 questions, Team A has 20 points, Team B has 60 points, and Team C has 110 points.
All right. I was told to remind you at the score check, or to tell you at the score check, that the Certamen Central link, you should have gotten the bit.ly in the orientation, that has the live streams if you, for some reason, also want to watch this on your phone. Or later, I'm sure they'll be up later, probably. Or if you leave and you want to keep watching it on your way to your next event, that makes the most sense. I got it. I'm there. Toss-up 11 for all teams. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice, then answer in English the questions that follow. Olim lupus et agnos bibebant ad idem flumen. Lupus, quod erat scelestus, incipere pugnam valde volebat. Itaque lupus inquit, cur aquam sordidam mihi fecisti. Agnus innocens respondit, aqua a te ad me currit. Lupus iratus nihil dixit. And I'm repeating the passage. Olim lupus et agnus bibebant ad idem flumen. Lupus, quod erat scelestus, incipere pugnam valde volebat. Itaque lupus inquit, cur aquam sordidam mihi fecisti. Agnus innocens respondit, aqua ad te ad me currit. Lupus iratus nihil dixit. And the question, because of his wickedness, what did the wolf
B2.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, nothing is not correct.
Clear?
Because of his wickedness, what did the wolf really want to do according to the passage? Because of his wickedness, what did the wolf really want to do according to the passage?
A2.
Drink wine.
Sorry, drink wine is not correct.
C2.
Fight?
Can you give me more information?
Fight in the water?
Well, that's not correct, but I think your first answer is probably correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna give that to you. So what we're looking for was to start a fight.
Okay.
But that is comprehension, you know. So bonus one for Team C. What specifically did the wolf accuse the lamb of doing?
Making the water dirty.
Yeah, that's like, making the water dirty?
Making the water dirty is correct. Bonus two, what unassailable logic did the lamb use to refute the wolf's accusation?
They've like both been running through the water or something.
Like, both of them ran through the water?
No, they did not do that. So the lamb's logic was that the water was flowing from the wolf down to the lamb, so it wasn't possible for the lamb to make the wolf's water dirty because the water doesn't go that way. So that is 15 points for Team C on toss of 11, toss of 12 for all teams. In Book 1 of the Aeneid, to what god does Juno promise the beautiful...
B3.
Aeolus.
Aeolus is correct. The beautiful nymph Deiopeia, while asking him to send storm winds against Aeneas and the Trojans. Aeolus. Bonus one for Team B. What god, enraged by Aeolus's interference in his domain, puts an end to the storm?
Neptune.
Neptune is correct. Bonus two. Despite being left with only 7 ships after the storm, Aeneas soon finds other Trojan survivors. In what African city does he reunite with them? Carthage is correct. That's 20 points for Team B on toss-up 12. Toss-up 13 for all teams. Give the Latin and the English for the abbreviation A.U.
C2.
Ad urbe condita from the founding of the city.
Can you say that again, please?
Ad urbe condita from the founding of the city.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
A3.
Ob urbe condita from the founding of the city.
That's correct. Sorry. Ob urbe condita from the founding of the city is correct. Bonus one for Team A. What Latin phrase, penned by Porus, literally means from the egg all the way to the apples, and is used to describe something done in a very thorough manner? Answer, please. Sorry, it is ob oo usque ad mala.
Oh.
That's what we're looking for. So you're close. And yeah, if in the future you can just say I defer to him and you can answer. That's yeah, totally fine. Bonus 2. What Latin phrase that literally means from the beginning is used in literature to describe a story that is told in chronological order?
Can you repeat the question?
What Latin phrase that literally means from the beginning is used in literature to describe a story that is told in chronological order? Answer, please.
And, a narrative?
No, sorry. We needed a Latin phrase.
Oh.
So, ab initio or ab origine. So, 10 points for Team A on toss-up 13. Toss-up 14 for all teams. The English noun alibi comes directly from Latin. What part of speech is it in Latin?
A3.
An adjective?
Sorry, it's not an adjective. B2.
Oh, sorry, a verb.
It is not a verb.
C1.
A noun?
I'm sorry, it's not a noun. You picked the big ones. It's an adverb. Sorry about that. No points on toss-up 14, but let's go on to toss-up 15. What hero left Seriphos?
B2.
Perseus.
Perseus is correct. Left Seriphos to appease the king Polydectes by seizing the head of the Gorgon Medusa. It's Perseus. Bonus 1. Who was Perseus' mother, whom her father Acrisius threw into the sea along with the infant Perseus? Danae is correct. And bonus 2. Who was Polydectes' brother, who protected Perseus and Danae from the tyrannical king? Dictys is correct. That is 20 points for Team B on toss-up 15. And what's our score at the three-quarter mark?
Team A has 30 points, Team B has 100 points, and Team C has 125 points.
Toss-up 16 for all teams. When recognized by the moderator, it's actually by the spotter. When recognized by the spotter, perform or describe the following commands. Surge et vehementer mensam pulsa.
C2. I would rise and hit my table vehemently.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to take that. Let's go ahead and clear it. When recognized by the spotter, perform or describe the following commands. Surge et vehementer mensam pulsa. B1. Yeah. Okay. So, I just didn't. So, I guess. Yeah. So, I think your answer is we'll probably end up taking it. It's just that you gave me a word that's not a word in the middle of there. Vehemently, which we've never done this with the describing commands, so I don't know what the standard is, whether you need to be translating with like real English words or if you just need to describe it. We're in new territory here, so
you're aware that I think
I
that should
am
be
aware.
correct.
I am
Okay.
aware. You don't need to challenge officially. I've got you. And what we're gonna do is give. Oh, this is terrible.
I'm sorry. I should've
Everyone,
just
you're
done
gonna
it.
have to write your answers to the command bony. Sorry about that, everybody.
Paper form, yeah.
Yes. Well, can you all? Yeah.
We can just wait.
You can still confer, of course. But just you're going to write your answer down. Write what you would do if you were performing the action. We'll have one team try each afterwards, maybe for fun. But write it down, and then when we're done with bonus one, you're gonna fold it over and write your answer to bonus two on the back. Does that make sense? Team B, Team C?
Makes sense.
Yes.
Can you repeat what you said about the word that was used?
Yeah. He said the word
He did not, it was wrong, it was not wrong.
vehemently.
Yeah, he did not pronounce it correctly.
You didn't say vehemently?
He did not.
I thought he said vehemently.
Something like that.
But
Oh, I pronounced it wrong.
Yeah.
It was a different word. It's not a pronunciation. It's feminine is not a word.
Sorry.
This is an abundance of caution thing. We're going to talk it over, but we're doing the bony for both teams. Okay, so bonus one. Remember, don't actually do this. Just write down what you would do. Sorgite et dicite Anglicae, irati sumos quod cibum volumos. Sorgite et dicite Anglicae, irati sumos quod cibum volumos.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, finish up writing your answer and fold over your sheet. They're gonna write on the back, so wait till after. Where's your, is it folded over?
We didn't get.
Oh,
They're just writing on their own sheet.
oh, okay. Choose one that's your answer and fold it over, so you can write. No, just fold, no, don't rip. Okay, alright. Bonus two, you're gonna write on the back of your official answer for bonus one. We're clear. Yes, that. I know you're clear. We have to be clear. Bonus two. Tangite stomakos ter et dicite Anglicae da nobis cibum.
Can you repeat that?
Tangite stomakos ter et dicite Anglicae da nobis cibum. No, I need you to finish writing your answers, and hand them, y'all hand yours to Ryan, you hand yours to me.
That was also the sheet I was using.
Okay.
Notes. The answer's in the upper right corner.
Alright, so, while we're doing that, let's have Team B act out bonus one, Surgite et dicite Anglicae, arati sumos quod cibum volumus. For fun, this is not part of your answer.
We're 3, 2, 1.
We're angry because we want food.
There was some little time between
Yeah.
testing and now. We're actually also hungry right now.
Okay, good, thank you. Good job, both teams got that one. Team C, go ahead and act out Tangite stomakos ter et dicite Anglicae da nobis cibum. No need to buzz.
Give us food. Just on
Put hands on stomach.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the quotes apply.
They
All right, so you guys got it. You missed 3 times. You need to touch your stomach. Tear is 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't write say, but you got quotes, so we know what you're saying. It's a command question. Okay, so what we're gonna do is give 15 points for Team C provisionally, but we've got it recorded that Team B would get 20 if this flipped.
And yeah, the one thing I'd like to add is I feel like if I had done the action, it vehemently would have been, my mispronunciation of the word would have been implied in my hitting.
But you did,
I
you did say,
understand.
you did say it, but you didn't do it, so.
Yeah. Understood completely. Thank you. And thank you all for sticking with us through that. Toss up 17 for all teams. What man ordered the inhabitants of Kirta to be massacred after outmaneuvering his stepbrothers Hiemsal and Adherbal in 112 BC to gain the throne of Numidia?
C2?
Jugurtha?
Jugurtha is correct. Bonus 1. Though Marius was given more credit, what infamous Roman was responsible for ending the Jugurthine War due to his allyship with Bocchus I?
Sulla?
Sulla is correct. And bonus 2. What later enemy of the Romans and king of Pontus massacred Romans in Asia Minor, prompting a war named for him in 85 BC?
Mithridates?
I need you to be more specific.
The sixth?
Mithridates the Sixth is correct. 20 points for Team C on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18 for all teams. From what Latin noun does the English word
C2?
answer please?
Solus? Meaning alone.
I'm sorry, solus meaning alone is not correct.
B2?
Soul.
Soul is correct. The word was solstice. The word solstice derives from soul. Bonus 1 for Team B. Give the Latin adverb and its meaning at the root of beneficiary. Benevel is correct. And bonus 2. Give the Latin verb and its meaning that is also at the root of beneficiary.
Like doing good.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Definition.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Where is it? Give the Latin verb and its meaning that is also at the root of beneficiary. Faccio make is correct. For 20 points for Team B on toss-up 18. Toss-up 19 for all teams. In mythology, what job did the following people share? Co-Mike?
C2?
Drive a chariot?
Sorry, drive a chariot's not correct. In mythology, what job did the following people share? Comitho, Maron, Chryses, Laocoon, and Cassandra.
B2?
Prophets.
I'm sorry, prophets is not correct. In mythology, what job did the following people share? Comitho, Maron, Chryses, Laocoon, and Cassandra. No, read it.
83.
Sorry, doctor's not correct. So, priest is what we were looking for. We know we got something similar in other rooms, and we're already about to discuss it. I saw it on my watch. I'm checking my text while we do this, because I multitask. So we're going to give you the bony, just in case. No points right now, but we're going to give you the bony, so in case you're right, we don't have to give you replacement bony later. Bonus 1 for Team B. When Maron was captured by Odysseus, he gained his freedom by giving 12 jars of wine that Odysseus would later use to escape what monster?
Polyphemus.
Polyphemus is correct. And bonus 2, Comitho was the priestess of which Olympian who had a famous temple near Ephesus?
Artemis.
Artemis is correct. So that is no points for Team B on toss-up 19, but possible 20. Okay. Let's have the score before the final toss-up.
19 questions. Team A has 30 points. Team B has 120 points, and Team C has 160 points.
Yep. remember, or thank you for joining us from our staff and everybody. Thank you for playing Certamen today. And remember, after the last toss-up, when you go in the halls, just try to remain quiet. Not all rounds end at the same time. So just, you can be loud in here, quiet out there is how to say it. Okay, toss-up 20 for everybody. Translate the following sentence from English to Latin. I know you.
B2.
Skiote.
Skiote is correct. Bonus one, translate the following sentence from English to Latin. We love our friends.
You please repeat the sentence.
We love our friends.
Time.
Yes, please.
Amamos knows anything. Oh no.
No, sorry. Amamos, amigos, or amicas, nostros, or nostras. Bonus two. Translate the following sentence from English to Latin. Marcia often sees cows.
Okay.
Could you please repeat the question?
Okay. Marcia Wakai. Marcia Wakas Saifeli.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you did
Don't I
say.
get a chance to correct an answer?
You can correct words that you haven't finished.
She didn't say final answer.
Final answer.
It was time, and you were answering pretty clearly to me. So yeah, I'm sorry. 10 points for Team B on toss of 20. Let's hear the final score.
Team A has 30 points.
Yeah.
Team B has 120 points. And Team C has 160 points.
We know the challenges for yourself. We're going to discuss this tonight, and maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know what the new schedule is going to work. But before is the next round.